What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hero or Zero here on the Heroes for Hire podcast. My name is Shaun, and joining me as always is my close personal friend, Conor Lawler.
This is a big change from Wednesday.
I know, we've made up.
Oh,
We went out for a lovely dinner last night.
It was a bit romantic.
We had some time to ourselves.
Just time to ourselves, yeah. My girlfriend's going to be furious.
Oh, mine's going to be livid.
What a great start. Just thinking about it. I always think, like, we just start the episode and, like, this is somebody's first episode.
And this is their intro.
First 5 seconds, they're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
And the person listening this week is the waiter we met at the restaurant last
John.
night. John. Lovely lad.
Lovely lad. Didn't think he'd come home with us, but he did.
Oh, God.
We started a swingers club.
Okay. Don't know where to go from there.
What a weird start.
What is Hero or Zero, Conor?
Hero or Zero is the show every single week where one of us pick a comic book. It's not usually this overly sexy.
No, not at all.
Never really.
We're starting something new.
Just what you do. This is Hero Zero, where we pick one comic book character, as we do every single week. We pick their good points, their bad points. I'll just give you a bit of a rundown. So, normally Shaun does Marvel, I do DC. Last week I did Nightwing, and you can tell, I actually wanted to talk to you about this, but no, we didn't mention it, but Nightwing, the episode last week, Nightwing is of course my favourite character, and we covered him in a really long episode, but it was at the end of like a day of recording.
Yeah.
We did bulk record because we weren't going to be around for the next week, and you can tell because at the start of the episode, I think in your head subconsciously you were like, I just gotta let him talk because he has so much information that this could take an hour and a half if I let him I interrupt them. And so I listened to like 5 minutes of it, and it was just me telling you going, yeah. And it's just like, go.
The thing is, there was nothing I could add to that conversation. Because you know everything about it.
You can be like, oh, you know what's interesting? I'm like, yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, no, I'm getting to that.
Getting to that already. God. I thought that was really funny. But then I was like a child on Christmas, and you were just like the parent who was just like, yeah, he's so excited.
Great. Look, he's having fun.
So this week, Shaun, it is your week.
Yeah.
Can you top Nightwing from last week? Because I don't think you can.
I am doing most powerful character in Marvel Comics.
I thought that was Franklin Richards.
No. If you remember his Marvel 1 to 7 rating system, he's no good at fighting.
Yes.
It's all mind stuff.
You're doing the most powerful character in Marvel.
Yep.
Right. Thanos.
No.
Oh.
This person defeated Thanos.
Oh, shit.
I'm talking about Doreen Green.
Sorry?
Doreen Green.
Is this like Squirrel Girl?
It is Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl!
Squirrel Girl!
It's been there for years. We haven't even done it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's so good. So, Doreen Green is Squirrel Girl, and a quick little overview of her is, this is the description that's given direct from Marvel. Stan Lee himself wrote this.
Yeah. Kevin Feige gave it the big thumbs up.
Kevin Feige tattooed this on my back.
It's my chest tattoo.
Squirrel Girl will save the day from rude ruffians with her squirrel mates Monkey Joe and Tippy Toe at her side. They won't back down from a fight because they aren't quitters. And whenever she finds herself in a bind, she calls on her squirrels and a bushy-tailed army comes to her aid.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds nuts.
Yep, so Squirrel Girl.
That's nuts.
And I get no. There'll be plenty of time for that.
Okay, sorry, no, I jumped in too early. Go on.
Now, Squirrel Girl is a mutant.
Yes.
And in her teens, she developed strange squirrel-like features, including buck teeth and a bushy tail.
Right.
She acquired the nickname Rodent from cruel fellow students in school.
In the expansion.
No, in regular school.
Because I was like, everyone's a fucking freak there. Don't be mean to her.
Yeah, just don't pick on the squirrel kid.
You're made of metal, John.
In between attempts to conceal her appearance, she escaped her bullies into the woodlands, where she bonded with squirrels and formed a close friendship with one she named Monkey Joe.
You could really see that coming.
She idolised Iron Man, who was Tony Stark.
What?
Yeah, she's a big fan of Tony Stark.
Big fan of TS.
Yeah, and she made herself a costume and took the name Squirrel Girl, hoping to become his partner.
Oh.
So, she possesses enhanced strength, speed, agility and reflexes. She's a superhumanly nimble acrobat, gifted at climbing trees, and she can perform standing high jumps of at least 30 feet.
What the fuck?
She can just go from a stand to a jump of 30 feet.
30 feet?
Yes. Roughly 10 metres.
That's a pretty big jump.
Yeah. Small claws on each digit enhance her grip and climbing ability, and are also useful as weapons in hand-to-hand fighting. Her right hand contains a retractable knuckle spike, larger and more durable than her claws.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and that can easily carve wood. Her enlarged incisors can chew...
How many weapons does she have?
They can chew through solid wood. She has a bushy, semi-prehensile tail, roughly 6 feet long, which enhances her sense of balance. She can also use it to cover her opponent's eyes or wrap it around herself for warmth and protection.
Oh, good, like a coat.
Exactly. Highly flexible, the tail can be fully concealed beneath civilian clothes, albeit somewhat uncomfortably.
Okay.
So she can walk around in normal life.
But she's also got killer claws and killer teeth.
And like a retractable Wolverine spike in her hand.
Oh, good, yeah.
Yeah. And she can jump real high.
Okay. Right.
So, able to mimic squirrel vocalizations perfectly, she can communicate with them and direct her actions, often commanding large numbers simultaneously. She frequently uses multiple squirrels to distract, disorient, or even assault her opponents. And these animal allies often chew through circuitry, wiring, clothing, and other materials, attacking targets with their teeth and claws.
What the fuck?
Yeah. How are you feeling about this so far?
I mean, she's like Ant-Man and Wolverine and who's someone with big teeth who eats everything.
I don't know.
The Thing, the Blob.
Matter Eater Lad?
She's Matter Eater Lad and Wolverine.
And it gets better.
Oh no. How many more weapons does she have?
Oh no, she's got no more real weapons.
Okay, right.
But,
and a rocket launch.
A couple of her associates.
Okay.
She has a close bond with the squirrels who became her partners, Monkey Joe and Tippy Toe. She and her squirrels seem to be able to fully understand each other, regardless of whether they are conversing in English or via squirrel sounds.
And Monkey Joe is just a squirrel?
Yeah.
Okay.
As is Tippy Toe.
Right. They're not that big.
No, they might have a telepathic connection, which explains their high level of intelligence. And Tippy Toe does not seem quite as intelligent as, spoilers, the late Monkey Joe.
Oh, fuck. I had just become attached to Monkey Joe.
As she is incapable of reading printed or written human languages.
Right.
However, this may stem from her mental link with Squirrel Girl being more recent, and she may develop higher intelligence over time.
Did she try to replace Monkey Joe with
Tippy Toe?
Tippy Toe.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So, a surprisingly fierce and formidable unarmed combatant, Squirrel Girl has trained with the Great Lakes Avengers and also practices combat maneuvers with her squirrel partners, such as the Fuzzball Special, which consists of Squirrel Girl hurling Tippy Toe at an opponent's face.
So her big move is she just picks up a squirrel
and throws it
at someone's face.
Yeah.
I suppose that's effective. How did that defeat Thanos?
It's just... wealthy teammate Big Bertha provides her with a customised personnel helicopter dubbed the Squirreligate.
Oh, God.
And Squirrel Girl is a highly skilled pilot of this vehicle. Squirrel Girl's high metabolism requires regular feedings, so she wears a utility belt with pouches, or nut sacks.
Oh, gosh.
Full of nuts.
Yeah.
She typically carries almonds, cashews, peanuts, and other nuts, notably macadamias, which give her extra pep.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She also utilises acorns as treats for her squirrel friends. And she has dark markings around her eyes that we're not sure are whether they're makeup or natural.
She's a bit sleepy. She's just sleepy.
Raccoon eyes.
Yeah.
So, her first encounter with any villain.
So this character was created when?
Back in the day.
Back in the day, of the time of the day,
yeah,
right?
I'm not entirely sure,
but
right?
I enjoy the idea that they've created this character who has basically the worst set of powers I've ever heard. In one character, just started throwing shit at the wall, and they just made her this ultra powerful kind of confused character that's just like, what can you do?
Squirrel Girl will always win.
Here's the thing. Did they create her specifically to be as ridiculous as possible so that it's funnier when she always wins?
Yes, she's so over the top.
Okay.
So while seeking out Iron Man, you remember she's a big fan.
I do.
She had her first super fight, Not realising her armoured foe was the Latverian tyrant, Dr. Doom.
Fucking hell. Dr. Doom!
Yeah.
What a start!
Who was in the area on undisclosed business of his own. Escaping Doom, Squirrel Girl finally found Iron Man, who was testing his armour's new radar system by flying through the woods. She playfully attacked him to show how tough she was, told him of her plans to become his partner, then demonstrated her abilities. Unimpressed, Iron Man was politely rejecting her when Dr. Doom attacked. So angered by Squirrel Girl's earlier assault, and annoyed that she hadn't recognised him, Doom traps both the heroes in his stealth aircraft, the Doom ship.
Oh, good.
He planned to kill the pair and dump them in the Atlantic Ocean.
He's not a very nice man.
Not at all, he's a tyrant.
Jesus.
But Squirrel Girl summoned Monkey Joe and a small army of other squirrels, who swarmed aboard the low-flying ship and chewed through the wiring.
Surely it would have to be very low flying.
It was.
Like
tall trees.
a centimetre off the ground.
Tall trees.
Tall trees, of course.
They disabled the craft and freed the heroes.
How far can a squirrel jump?
She can jump 30 feet.
But the other Monkey Joe.
Monkey Joe can jump as high as he needs to jump, alright?
The serious look on your face. He can fucking jump as high as
He can do what he wants, he's a good boy.
Right, okay.
The squirrels then turned on Doom himself, damaging his armour and forcing him to flee.
Eating him alive.
While commending Squirrel Girl for handing Doom one of his most humiliating defeats ever, Iron Man still declined her offer of partnership, though he wished her luck. "I don't need luck," she replied as she darted back into the trees. "I eat nuts."
My brain just is kind of shut off there.
It just doesn't need luck, she eats nuts.
Is that a phrase?
Oh,
I don't know if that's a catchy phrase.
See, she eats nuts.
No, but like, doesn't even rhyme. Like, what is it?
It's just she eats nuts.
Sure, you can say that about anything.
Doesn't need luck.
I don't need luck. I eat cereal.
Oh, good.
Fair play.
Good start to the day. Doreen later moved to New York City, taking Monkey Joe with her, and the duo quickly became locally popular crime fighters in Central Park. This later brought them into contact with small-time heroes Flatman and Doorman.
I knew it, because, you know, Doorman... Squirrel Girl appears in Doorman's report.
Yeah.
And he kills... who did he kill? In the battle. They have a battle.
Yeah.
And Doorman accidentally kills one of the members of the team.
Yeah.
And it's some bug creature?
Grasshopper.
Grasshopper.
Yeah.
Because Grasshopper... If anyone doesn't remember, Doorman is like episode 4 or 5 of Hero Zero. He's an awful character. His whole character is that he can make himself a door. Right?
But he can't go through that door.
He can't go through the same door twice, so he can get you into a building but not get you back out.
No.
It's an awful power. He's part of a team. But in the battle, Squirrel Girl is with Doorman, and in the team is Grasshopper, who's just another member of the team.
Yeah.
They get attacked, and these, I think it's missiles or something, are fired at Doorman. He makes himself a door. The door opens right behind his good old pal Grasshopper.
Oh, God.
And Grasshopper gets shot. So, classic Doorman.
Classic Doorman looking out for himself.
He's always looking out for himself.
So those two were members of the Great Lakes Avengers, who were an unauthorized Avengers franchise operating out of Milwaukee. That was actually one of the only Marvel characters you've ever done, is Doorman.
Yes,
Yeah.
true.
So the GLA pair were in New York City, desperately seeking new recruits, when Squirrel Girl and Monkey Joe rescued them from muggers. Impressed, Flatman offered her GLA membership, which Doreen immediately accepted after they assured her Monkey Joe could join as well.
Oh, great stuff for Monkey Joe.
So as GLA members, Squirrel Girl and Monkey Joe helped battle the mercenary trio Batrock's Brigade, who killed new GLA recruit Grasshopper.
Right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, technically Doorman did a lot of the work.
Doorman, pulled the trigger. Doreen soon suffered a far more painful loss.
Oh, no.
When disgruntled ex-GLA member Leatherboy,
Oh, fucking hell, these are the worst associate heroes ever.
angry and jealous over reports of her membership on his former team, brutally murdered Monkey Joe.
I don't have a cow, man. Go over it.
Oh, Leather. Nice
good.
one.
Thank you.
The GLA quickly brought Leatherboy to justice, and a mourning Squirrel Girl shook off her despair just in time to help the group save the world from cosmic menace Maelstrom and his minions, Batrock's Brigade.
Oh, again.
From earlier.
Yes.
An army of Milwaukee squirrels fought alongside Squirrel Girl during that battle, but nearly all of them died.
Milwaukee squirrels. What's the difference between the Milwaukee squirrels and the New York squirrels?
They're just in a different area. Nearly all of them died.
Oh, wow.
The lone survivor, a female whom Doreen dubbed Tippy Toe, became Squirrel Girl's new partner and the GLA's newest member.
Didn't really care about Monkey Joe at all then, just kind of replaced him real quick.
Look, she was mourning.
Yeah, so not really in mourning if she just replaced him.
Well, it's a squirrel at the
She
end of
never
the
really
day.
got over the trauma.
No,
She replaced the trauma.
just filled the void.
Fill the void, that's what she's done there now.
So, when the Maria Stark Foundation, controlling the original Avengers' legal affairs, ordered the Great Lakes Avengers to stop using the Avengers name, the Great Lakes group reluctantly complied, adopting a new name as the Great Lakes X-Men, after realising that most of their members were mutants. Squirrel Girl continued to work with the GLX, but she also operated on her own with Tippy Toe, improbably overcoming major threats like the Mandarin and the aquatic Giganto. So the way a lot of this works is that Squirrel Girl will meet a character and then you'll turn the page and then she'll have defeated the character and the rest of the Avengers will walk in.
Ah, right, okay, so you never actually see
You'll
her.
see it sometimes, but
Okay.
like when she defeats Thanos, she defeats him.
And it's never explained.
It's never explained or addressed.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So while the modest Doreen kept a relatively low profile despite all of her victories, the elite intelligence agency S.H.I.E.L.D. tracked her exploits and soon regarded her as one of the nation's most formidable superheroes. When she and Tippy Toe helped defeat the cyborg MODOK, the organisation's commander... Fuck.
Oh, here we go. There's so many names.
Dum Dum Dugan.
Dum Dum Dugan.
Yeah.
That's my name for you on the side.
Offered to recruit Squirrel Girl as an official agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., but she declined due to her GLX commitments. Shortly afterward, she and Tippy Toe saved the entire multiverse by defeating the cosmic menace Thanos, greatly impressing alien observer Uatu the Watcher. So that's when she
So she just defeats Thanos.
Yeah, she's just like, I think the comic panel is her just like sitting on top of Thanos' unconscious body.
What the fuck? It's just
Yeah.
her and a squirrel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just
That's
they can do anything.
Absolutely.
A long-time admirer of the New Warriors. You remember the New Warriors?
Oh sure, I can't get enough of the New Warriors.
Do you remember anything? of it?
Absolutely not.
New Warriors-
They're the Grasshoppers?
No.
No,
team-
they're the GLA or whatever they are.
Yeah, the team that Nova joins
Okay.
is the New Warriors.
Oh, okay, yes.
They're also in the comic Civil War. They're the reason that the Superhero Registration Act comes
Yeah,
about.
because then they have the guy that explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they end up killing a bunch of kids.
Okay. Fun times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Doreen developed a huge crush on founding member of the New Warriors, Speedball. That's a bit of
I'm
a
assuming he
romance.
can run really fast.
Yeah, pretty much. And throw things.
Throw things.
When the criminal Bug-Eyed Voice tried to disrupt one of Speedball's public appearances, Squirrel Girl beat him into submission. And a grateful Speedball rewarded Doreen with her first kiss.
That's a bit... It's not great scenario for your first kiss. You don't want a word rewarded.
Yeah, maybe thanked?
Maybe even not even tagged. It kind of gives off the impression that he's doing it just because she did a favour for him.
That's true.
Yeah.
So later, while visiting old squirrel friends in Central Park,
As you do.
Squirrel Girl teamed up with Tippy Toe and the Thing to defeat the monstrous Beast.
Right.
Just beating the monster. Impressed by the teen's moxie and cleverness, Ben Grimm invited her to his superhero poker tournament.
Oh, great.
And she brought the GLX along with her.
Okay.
During the games, the X-Men's telepathic member Marvel Girl, who was Rachel Grey, Jean Grey's
Daughter.
yeah, mentally compelled GLX leader Mr. Immortal to give up the X-Men name. And the Defenders founder Doctor Strange mystically dissuaded him from renaming their group the Great Lakes Defenders. So the GLX at the minute have the X-Men name and the X-Men aren't happy about it.
Okay.
So Doctor Strange is like, okay, if they can't use X-Men, they're going to call themselves the Defenders. But that's my team.
So everyone's just being a bit of a bitch.
Well, they can't think of a name for themselves.
Okay.
And
Because they're like copycats.
yeah, pretty much. Like they're unauthorized in every aspect.
Squirrel Girl is part of the team. They're complete. Just like...
Yeah.
They're off the radar.
So the Great Lakes team had the last laugh when Flatman won the entire Pokemon tournament.
Pokemon.
Or poker tournament, sorry. That'd be good, though.
That would be good. I would watch that.
Which inspired them to adopt yet another group name, and they're now known as the Great Lakes Champions.
Great Lake Champions, okay.
Poker champions?
Yeah, I suppose.
So, when new laws required all superheroes to register with the US government, the Civil War thing,
The Civil War thing.
the Great Lake Champions eagerly signed up in exchange for legitimacy and a generous federal funding
They're
program.
just looking for somebody to give them attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, after a disastrous mission in Stamford that killed most of the active new warriors and hundreds of civilians, sole survivor Speedball, who you'll remember from giving Squirrel Girl a kiss,
Yes.
he snapped.
Oh, good.
And he adopted a dark new identity as the self-mutilating vigilante Penance.
Good. Jeez, that's a big step.
When the now mentally unstable Speedball resisted Doreen's efforts to console him or reason with him, Squirrel Girl stormed into Dr. Doom's castle and borrowed the surprisingly accommodating man's time machine.
What?
Doom was
Dr.
just like,
Doom is not accommodating.
yeah, but I think he likes Squirrel Girl.
Oh, you like her moxie.
Her moxie.
Yeah, you like her moxie.
So she hoped that she could change Speedball's fate via time travel. Instead, she ended up in an alternate future where divergent versions of Speedball and other present-day heroes had been stranded since an earlier time adventure.
Okay. So time travel has definitely cleared this whole story up, and that has made it hasn't made it any more confusing in any way.
Not at all.
Yeah, absolutely, as time travel normally does.
Squirrel Girl briefly considered staying in this future to pursue a romance with that reality's Speedball, but a distress call from the past drew her back home to her native timeline to deal with Deadpool,
Okay.
who was abusing his Great Lakes Initiative. That's what they're called now since they're registered.
Right.
He was abusing the privileges of the Great Lakes Initiative and refusing to leave.
Deadpool would be one to do that now. He's a bit of a dick.
He is a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Within moments of a return, Squirrel Girl gave Deadpool a sound beating and warned him not to come back.
She beat the man who basically cannot die and will heal himself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow, okay.
So she's one of the most beloved heroes in the Marvel Universe and also stands out as one of the most surprisingly formidable.
Okay.
Now, her Marvel 1 to 7 rating system.
Oh, boys, here we go.
Durability of 7.
Okay.
Energy projection of 7.
Okay.
Fighting skills of 7.
Okay.
Intelligence of 7. Speed of 7. And strength of 7.
Fucking hell.
7s across the board.
Sevens across the board, so she's basically invincible.
Yeah, Squirrel Girl will never be beaten.
By anybody ever.
Anyone
But
at
then
all.
that makes her impossible to write for.
Yeah, but you don't bring her in as...
Unless you want to win.
Yeah. And she's never... Like, the characters don't say, oh, we'll just bring in Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
You know, she often will just not want to be involved, or
She's a
away.
pacifist.
Yeah.
She's away. She's on holiday.
She's talking with squirrels or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, she's in Milwaukee talking to the squirrels.
Well, she's just, like, positive and everyone just generally likes her.
She's just like, no drama whatsoever.
Yeah.
She's never had her own comic book series.
I think she has. I think it's Unstoppable Squirrel Girl.
Okay,
I
right.
think it's called.
And she's just unstoppable.
Yeah. Like, no one can challenge her.
Even Thanos is defeated. Well, if Thanos had the gauntlet at all the stones,
Yeah.
who'd win?
Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl would still win.
Just trick him.
She's chicken with squirrels.
So, like, she would make squirrels run into the gauntlet and then the squirrels would turn everyone into nuts. I genuinely think that might have happened.
This is amazing.
She's amazing as a character.
That nobody even knows who she is. I don't think she's as famous as she probably is, but she's probably under the radar for a reason. They try to keep her away because
Yeah, if you
it's like an inside joke.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
That if you know Squirrel Girl, it's like, you're right, it's an inside joke and you're privy to this information that this character will win.
And if you see Squirrel Girl, you're like, oh well, that's game over.
Yeah, she's meant to be ridiculous.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
I love it so much.
She's so cool.
Isn't
Who'd
she?
win between fighter, Nightwing or Squirrel Girl?
Squirrel Girl.
Absolutely not. No, Nightwing. He'd do a load of flips. Game over.
She's an expert acrobat.
Asher, look, he's an expert actor.
I'd give him a tree climbing race.
Okay, go on.
That's like challenging a squirrel to climb a tree.
I bet
instead of chess.
She would never last in the flying Graysons.
She would have lived.
Damn it. Grr.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Can she fly?
She has her squirrel gig.
Squirrel what?
The squirrel-a-gig.
Squirrel-a-gig. Oh, which is the helicopter. Yes, of course. Why is it called Squirrel-a-gig?
Like a whirly-gig.
No. Squirrel-a-copter?
It's not as good.
It is. Come on now. It's just as good as Squirrel-a-gig.
I think it's worse.
Come on.
Sean, take us out.
Yeah, okay. Jesus Christ. Squirrel Girl, the greatest character nobody ever knows.
Exactly.
You can call this episode that as well. That can be the description.
That'd be very good.
There you go. Look, I'm giving you ideas.
That was a free one.
It was a free one, boy. You don't have to think about it at all.
Catch. Genius description ideas.
I threw you a towel. You can follow us on Twitter at Heroes for Hire Pod. The 4 is the number 4. Facebook Heroes for Hire Podcast. Instagram Heroes for Hire Podcast. All the information is in the description, so don't worry about any of that. If you want to support the show, you can go to the Patreon. It's Heroes for Hire /
patreon.com/Heroes for Hire Podcast.
I do that wrong every single time. Don't worry about it.
Look at me with panic.
Look at you with panic. That's also in the description if you want to support the show. If not, you will still get the same 3 episodes every single week, but it's just a cool way to keep the show going and all that stuff. If you want to tell what human being we exist, that would also be pretty great, because that is the main thing. Don't worry about any of that. Anything I just said, tell one human being we exist, because if everyone tells one person, then we'll have nearly 2 listeners, and that's pretty good.
That's all we need.
That's nearly,
ma'am.
Also my ma'am. My ma'am doesn't listen.
My ma'am doesn't.
Could not give a fuck about Squirrel Girl.
Well, more people should.
I've thrown her so many towels. Hey kid, catch. Slaps off her face.
It's messages on the towel saying, please support me.
So I've been Conor.
I've been Shaun.
I'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.